John Cena is going to destroy Logan Paul. What's up, Jared W here. Today we have my predictions of WWE Clash in Paris 2025. This show looks really good. It's going to be in front of one of the craziest crowds. It's going to be in Paris. The craziest crowd, I'd say, in my opinion, in WWE history is Lyon, France, which that's when SmackDown is on Lyon, France. Also, if anything changes, like there's another match announced on SmackDown, I'll add in the comments below or description below because this is getting filmed on Wednesday. It's getting posted on Thursday. But, it's going to be in Paris. France usually always is an insane crowd, so this show should be awesome just from the crowd. And honestly, in my opinion, the show is stacked. All the matches look really good, in my opinion. So let's get into my predictions. Okay, so starting off with a match that's been going on. This feud's been going on for forever, but they always put on bangers. Sheamus versus Rusev. Rusev hasn't really done anything major since he has returned to WWE. He returned on the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 41. And he really didn't do much. Then he got into this feud with Sheamus, which they pretty much picked up from 2015, 2016, all back then, when Sheamus and Rusev were together in the United Nations or something like that type group. And they kind of played off that. And they've had two matches so far on Raw. It's the 1-1. Sheamus is one, and also Rusev is one. Then they had a third match and ended up being a count out, and then just turned into a brawl. They've been brawling for the past couple of weeks. So they're having this Irish version of the Extreme Rules match. I forgot what it's called, but that's pretty much what it is. It was some kind of Irish word that Sheamus used. Pretty much, it's an Extreme Rules match between the two of them. They should tear the house down. The crowd's gonna be going crazy because they're in France. France always puts on an amazing crowd. Honestly, any of the UK crowds are absolutely amazing. But France, obviously, Backlash for 2024. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles, in my opinion, the greatest crowd for an amazing match, but the greatest crowd probably in WWE history. So obviously I think the crowd will be going crazy for this match. Honestly, I think Rusev needs to pick up the victory because he returned and he really hasn't had anything major. So I think he needs to pick up the victory and get the best out of Sheamus. I think they should. Honestly, I think this will be a great match. It'd be cool to see Sheamus win, and then maybe Sheamus go on to win the Intercontinental title and then become the first ever Super Grand Slam champion. I think that's what he would be if he won the Intercontinental title, because he's never won it. But I feel like if they have Rusev lose, then he just I don't know, falls behind and just mushes in with a bunch of people that are just pretty much forgotten about. So I think this is a must win for Rusev. So my prediction is Rusev beats Sheamus. Sorry to interrupt this video, but 7% of you are only subscribed. 92% of you aren't subscribed. It'd be much appreciated if you could hit the subscribe button and hit the bell so you never miss any of my videos. So now let's get back to the video. Then we have a match I'm actually excited for Becky. I'm excited for all these matches. I should rephrase. The first time I'm excited for a Becky Lynch match since she has returned since WrestleMania 41. Everything she's been doing is so boring. Her heel stuff is so unrealistic and so entertaining. But Nikki Bella's kind of made it a little entertaining. They've had some good promos. I hope Nikki Bella beats Becky Lynch because Becky Lynch just needs to drop the title. She's so boring. And Nikki Bella's actually entertaining. I've always enjoyed watching Nikki Bella. She's actually an entertaining wrestler and everything. So there's that. I actually think Becky Lynch is going to lose. I think what's going to be is Lila Valkyria lost to Becky Lynch at SummerSlam, which she no longer can fight for the Intercontinental Championship. So she would need Becky Lynch to lose the Intercontinental Championship. So if you're thinking what I'm thinking, I think Lila Valkyria is going to screw over Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental Championship and help Nikki Bella win just to be the next number one contender for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. So I think Lila Valkyria screws Becky Lynch. Nikki Bella wins the Intercontinental Championship, and then Lila Valkyria, on Monday Night Raw, is I helped you. I deserve to be the first in line for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, and Nikki Bella will obviously probably give it to her. So my prediction is Nikki Bella defeats Becky Lynch with the help of Lila Valkyria. Then we have a match that I was not expecting, but it makes sense with this feud and storyline going on Monday Night Raw. Bronson Reed versus Roman Reigns. The Tribal Thief, the original gangster, the shoe will follow himself. Bronson Reed versus the one and only, the OTC, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. This is happening because Bronson Reed keeps on stealing Roman Reigns' shoes. He now has 2 pairs of Roman Reigns' shoes, and he is the Tribal Thief. He walks out with them like they're a necklace. I honestly find it pretty entertaining and funny. I know a lot of people will have criticism towards the Seth Rollins group in general. I enjoy it. The only problem, it does get very repetitive. It's like the same thing every week. Them like laying out each other, or like laying out a group that they're fighting, which is usually CM Punk, Jey Uso, LA Knight, or Roman Reigns. But also, it's people that are complaining about this. You gotta understand, if you like the Bloodline, you can't talk, because the Bloodline at a point literally was doing the exact same thing as this group every single week, and it was boring. So and the Judgment Day was doing this too 2 years ago, the summer of 2023, which I like to call the summer of Judgment Day torture. Bro, it was so bad. Every single week of Monday Night Raw was Judgment Day this, Judgment Day that, and it was so boring. So for the people that are like complaining about it, it pretty much happens every year. Like we had the Bloodline in 22, we had the Judgment Day in 2024. I mean, and then this year we have the Vision. So it's like every year, I swear, Triple H makes a new group and they dominate on Monday Night Raw, and it's the exact same thing every year or every week. But enough with that. This match, honestly, I think they could put on a really good match. Maybe Bronson Reed gets involved, but I don't think Seth Rollins will, because obviously he's defending the World Heavyweight Championship. So I think Braun Breaker could get involved and maybe screw over Roman Reigns. But honestly, I think Roman Reigns picks up the victory, and then it leads on to a match maybe with Braun Breaker or Seth Rollins down the road. Then we have the match that I'm actually most excited for. Even though I'm excited for the Fatal 4-Way for the World Heavyweight Championship, this match I'm most excited for because obviously it's one of John Cena's last matches. And the people that hate on Logan Paul, the hate's got to stop. I used to be a hater when he first joined WWE because I thought it was dumb that he's a YouTuber that joined. Which originally at the beginning, I feel like it was like he deserved the hate because he was a YouTuber that instantly got an opportunity and everything. But now he's really proved himself. I think that he said he's had like 23 matches or something within 4 years, which isn't a whole ton, but all of them have been bangers. I mean, at least the past, every single singles match that he's had has been really good. The tag match with Jelly Roll and Randy Orton was great. His match at WrestleMania 40 was great. His match at WrestleMania 41 was okay, but honestly, I feel like they didn't give him and AJ Styles enough time. Him and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania 39 was great. Him and Cody Rhodes at King and Queen of the Ring in 2024 was a banger match. So I think honestly, John Cena and Logan Paul could tear the house down and could be like a sleeper that steals the show. I honestly think people are underestimating this match because it's Logan Paul. I think this match literally could steal the show because the crowd's gonna be going crazy for John Cena and they're gonna be booing the shit out of Logan Paul because they don't like Logan Paul. I think this match between the crowd and then John Cena and Logan Paul themselves, they're gonna steal the show. I don't know. Honestly, this feels like a championship match to me because they've had a lot of build for it. It's like 3 weeks in a row John Cena's been on SmackDown. So, but I think John Cena must win this match. As much as it'd be a big deal if he put over Logan Paul and Logan Paul become like a bigger star. I think John Cena can't lose this because he's still setting up this feud with Brock Lesnar. You can't have John Cena losing to Logan Paul going into a feud with Brock Lesnar. You got to have John Cena coming off strong with a victory because he's going to be going to SmackDown the week after, literally right after this in Chicago, which I will be there. Cannot wait for that. And I think Brock Lesnar is going to meet him there in Chicago. And you can't have a mopey losing John Cena to Logan Paul facing Brock Lesnar. So I think John Cena picks up the victory to Logan Paul. And then John Cena goes to Chicago on Friday. And Brock Lesnar meets John Cena. And they probably will brawl out and everything. Because that's John Cena's last appearance before WrestlePalooza in the middle of September in Indianapolis. So I'm assuming at SmackDown in Chicago it'll be Brock Lesnar and John Cena brawling. Because Nick Aldis did say before Logan Paul knocked him out last week on SmackDown, he was telling John Cena that he had just spoken to Brock Lesnar. But my final prediction, obviously, John Cena wins. He is a visionary. He is a revolutionary. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He's defending against 3 other guys in a fatal 4-way match. Seth Rollins defending his World Heavyweight Championship against CM Punk, Jey Uso, and LA Knight. In my opinion, Jey Uso does not need to be in this match. I know a lot of people are thinking LA Knight shouldn't be in this match because, LA Knight just feels random. No, LA Knight's been feuding with Seth Rollins before he even cashed in the Money in the Bank. Jey Uso lost his World Heavyweight Championship the show after, was it after Money in the Bank? I think it was after Money in the Bank. It was the Monday Night Raw after Money in the Bank. He lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Gunther. It's been forever. And then Seth Rollins and CM Punk beat Gunther. And then Seth Rollins cashed in his World Heavyweight Championship, his Money in the Bank to get the World Heavyweight Championship. So there's been 3 champions since. Jey Uso's. For the people that are arguing, oh, Jey Uso needs his rematch, buddy, get back of the line. There's been 3 other champions since then. I feel like it's so random that Jey Uso's in this match. It's like when Nick Aldis came out on Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce came out on Raw and announced it was gonna be a fatal 4-way. I thought it was gonna be Roman Reigns, not Jey Uso, bro. Jey Uso is so random. Like, I get he's kind of feuding with them on Raw and stuff, but just like, bro, just give me a triple threat then between Punk, Seth, and LA Knight, because LA Knight's been feuding with Seth since before the Money in the Bank cash in. This makes sense. And honestly, it should be LA Knight versus Seth Rollins in a one-on-one match. But also, CM Punk got screwed over for his World Heavyweight Championship, so it should be a one-on-one match between them. If not, triple threat. Why is Jey Uso here? But we gotta have Jey Uso because he does the yeet stuff and everybody likes him. I'm still not a major supporter of Jey Uso being a World Heavyweight Champion like contender. You can be mad at me if you want to. I just don't view him as a main eventer or a World Heavyweight Championship material. CM Punk and LA Knight, absolutely. I don't think Jey Uso wins. He shouldn't even be in the match. CM Punk, I don't think he wins yet, but there's a good chance CM Punk maybe fights Seth Rollins down the road at the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. LA Knight, it would be awesome to see him win, but I mean, like, I feel like WWE's never going to pull the trigger on him. They've never pulled the trigger on the Money in the Bank with him 3 years in a row. I don't think they're ever going to pull the trigger with the World Heavyweight Championship or the WWE Championship, which is sad because LA Knight has the star power. He's so good on the mic, pretty good in the ring. He's so over, but I don't think they're ever going to pull the trigger on him. So I think Seth Rollins retains. It's his first title defense. He's got to retain, but I think it ends up leading down the road to a singles match with LA Knight for the World Heavyweight Championship with no interference. I think he's going to beat him. And then I think maybe at the Royal Rumble or something, we get Seth Rollins versus CM Punk down the road. But I think my final prediction is Seth Rollins retains. It's his first title defense. It's a fatal 4-way, so there is no disqualification. So definitely think Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed get involved. Maybe even Roman Reigns gets involved because this will probably be the main event. So probably have Roman Reigns come out as well. It's going to be a disaster of a match. Freaking LA Knight jumping, man. But no, this match is going to have a bunch of run-ins. It's going to be kind of like a bloodline match, I feel like, because it's a fatal 4-way, no disqualification. And we've had so many people involved with this feud. So I think it's going to be a disaster. And with having this disaster going on, that's how I think Seth Rollins is going to be able to retain the championship. So my final prediction is Seth Rollins wins. All right, so that was all the predictions for WWE 2025 Clash in Paris. This show looks awesome. I'm so hyped for it, especially John Cena and Logan Paul, because even though people are hating on Logan Paul fighting John Cena, you can hate on Logan Paul all you want. He puts on banger matches, and I honestly love this feud right now. They're actually putting a lot of time in to them building this matchup, and I think it's going to be a great match. The Fatal 4-Way for the world title, obviously, that should be a crazy match. We should be hyped. I can't wait to see Nikki Bella beat Becky Lynch because Becky Lynch is such a born Intercontinental Champion. Rusev and Sheamus, obviously, they're going to put on a banger. Those two always put on bangers, and I'm very interested in how Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns is going to be. But overall, this show looks hype. I'm super excited for it. Make sure to like and subscribe so you stay tuned for the setup review of WWE Clash in Paris 2025. The show's on Sunday at 1 p.m. So the setup review will be going up Monday morning on Labor Day. So stay tuned for that setup review because I'm so hyped for this show, and I hope you guys are too, because WWE Clash in Paris looks awesome. This is Jared W, and I'll see you guys in the next one.